wanted today, but it's the reality of the situation. I think we're excited about the opportunity we've given ourselves to have another crack at it, and fix some of the things that we felt we didn't have our best at yesterday. And I think that's the excitement. Is our group has a ton of confidence in bouncing back, and after a game like that, we're looking forward to putting our best foot forward tomorrow.
How about playing on the road? How much does that, you guys have success down there?
Yeah, I think obviously having that success, but also just knowing how we are as a group, and when we do face some adversity, we seem to answer with our best game, and that's what we're expecting to do. So, I think it bonds us as we get on the road, get a little tighter. You go into enemy territory. It only kind of breeds into just the mindset that we need to have, and we expect that out of ourselves tomorrow. And I think right now it's just getting the rest and getting ready to go down there and do our job.
Coach talked about offensively, maybe getting more grade A chances for the amount of shots that you're getting. How do you go about generating those?
Well, absolutely. I think that's just getting on the inside too, right? I mean, grade A's are usually on the inside, but I think we can just have those second and third efforts too. And I think that's where it comes from, is being real tenacious, real hungry around the net, and whacking home the ugly ones that a lot of times win playoff series and playoff games. So that's going to be a mindset for sure for a lot of our guys who are big guys that are willing to get to those areas. And it's a series. It's back and forth. It's like I said, it's not what we wanted last night, but it's the reality. And we have to understand that there's going to be pushes, and now we push back. And I liked a lot of our game yesterday too, though. So it's just making sure we have that complete effort and understanding of how to get to that game right away. And that'll usually carry us through.
Nick, I know it's been 3 years since you played with Bobrovsky in Columbus. You don't have to tell us your secrets, obviously. But are you still able to kind of give a scouting report on him to the team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a guy that I know very well, and I've obviously seen him be a great goaltender in this league, and but obviously have some areas that in practice you could sneak a few in on him. But he's a great goalie, and a lot of times with great goalies, it's not really a secret recipe. It's pressure, it's traffic, it's pucks on them at all times, and you got to try and tire them out. Just like what they're trying to do to our goaltenders, who are great goaltenders. So. There's no real secret recipe. I mean, goalie Bob is the guy that really breaks it down. But for a guy like him, we're just going to have to get around him more, make it harder on him. And I think you saw that at home, at their home game, Game 4. It was just that's the kind of mindset, tenacity that we had, and allowed us to get a lot of goals against them.
At home in this series, you've had issues structurally in your own end and also with turnovers. Why do you think that is, and how do you clean it up?
I think it's just an eagerness sometimes to want to make that big play. And I think, with the Boston Bruins all year long, we've been a team that just builds our game, and then plays the right way, puts pucks in areas to get them back or out of danger spots. And then when those plays open up, we make them. And I think right now we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves in some aspects where we know that option's there. But in playoffs, it's sometimes the safer play is just to go up the wall or hit the person that's 5 feet in front of you instead of trying to make that cross-ice pass. So I think that's just the eagerness to really want to make a difference, but understanding the ebbs and flows in the game of when that's important and when that isn't. And we're a team that really, builds off of that process that we talk about of just wearing teams down, playing that hard-nosed style, and eventually they break and we take advantage.
Nick, that second Panthers goal, was there some sort of miscommunication where Bennett was able to find open space there?
Yeah, I mean, it was the puck I didn't expect to come out. And I think, being the weak side winger, you try to come over and help out, and squirts, gets away from us, and comes out to Bennett, who kind of found himself lost there. And both Orly and I are trying to get in the lane to block it, and it's an unfortunate one. But we battled back from that too to get it to 3-3 and have a chance to win the game. So those are little things that I think when we're on top of our game, that puck's usually staying on the wall, going up the wall and out of our zone. It's not squirting in the middle of the ice like that, and that's something we'll rectify.